back. I'm going to see who's back here with me. I'm going to see who really loves me. I'm just being... So let me get Scott Peterson up there. So look at him. That's... Oh, boy. He's all smiles. Oh, I'm going to get out of here. This is all he knows. How long has he been in there? A long time. He's been in there, what, 20 years? He's going to go out and he's going to lung all the ladies. All the single ladies. Okay. You're not getting out, Scott. Okay, I didn't care. The Innocence Project took your project to get some publicity or something, buddy, but I don't think anybody could think you're innocent, okay? All right, that's good. Let me get over here. White Angel. Little Heidi. Sandra M. Kate O. Hi, everybody. Kate O. 20 years, yeah. I thought you were bidding on something, Kate. I'm like, Kate, the auction is over. But, okay. Hi, Tina Medley. Hi, it's good to see you. Okay, remember Tina Gillespie? Yeah, Tina Gillespie. She sent me a book once. I wonder where Tina Gillespie is. And Gail, there's Gail H. Yeah, not Gail B. I see Gail B. I think it was Gail H. Had 2 little boys or something. Yeah, sent me the St. Michael candle. I still have it behind me. Okay. That was very nice. And so let me go to what we're going to talk about Scott Peterson. So he appeared in a California court on Tuesday, and he claims that DNA evidence is going to free this man. He's going to be exonerated. He is going to be out of there and in his wife and his unborn son Conner's murders, right? The Los Angeles Innocence Project is backing Scott Peterson. We got your back, Scott. We're getting you out of... We're busting you out of here. I'm going to blow this popsicle stand. Okay. So Paula Mitchell, the director of the nonprofit organization, argued in court that Scott Peterson's rights were violated. He was wronged, as evidence was withheld that proves his innocence. Really, Paula? Okay. Scott claimed he was fishing in Berkeley when his wife went missing, his very pregnant wife, and was ultimately arrested in San Diego, where he had tied his hair at $15,000 in cash, and he just happened to have his brother's ID or something, right? Yeah, okay. That's what every innocent man does, Scott. I don't know why they think you did this. Scott was found guilty and sentenced to death in 2004, but we know that in 2020, after jurors who disagree with the death penalty but were willing to impose it were found to be unfairly dismissed from the case, there were also issues surrounding prejudicial misconduct after that whole strawberry shortcake incident with that juror. His sentence to death was overturned, and he was resentenced to life in prison without parole for the murders. And then he was denied a new trial because he had that big appeal, and we followed that, and that was ultimately denied later that year. But the LA Innocence Project is saying that a van found on fire after a burglary near the Petersons' home had a blood-stained mattress in it, and it could be related to the murders. Yeah, okay. The van was found a mile from the family's home. The organization also claimed it has evidence that the van did not have a mattress in it before it was stolen and before Laci's murder. Hearings were scheduled for April 16th and May 29th to address the discovery process and DNA evidence central to the LA Innocence Projects argument. Scott is now 51. He appeared via video, all smiles. Smiles, everyone. For Tuesday's hearing, he has maintained his innocence. Yeah, of course he has. Claiming no physical evidence links him to the murders. Yeah, okay, Scott. Scott, I'll tell you right now, it's not too much to be smiling about. This is just a farce. They're trying to get some renewed interest in their project, and they probably figure they'll get a ton of donations from all of the people that are out there in your camp saying you're innocent. Okay? Yeah. Good. See you later. And then James Crumbley, they had closing arguments today, and you know what? It was very funny because so many people were, oh, he's innocent, we can't do this, blah, 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 blah. But when the wife was there, it was like a different story. It was just such a, it seemed to be like a shift based on, But let's talk about what happened. All right. Okay, so in closing arguments, prosecutors said to the jury that James Crumbley was responsible for his son's mass shooting at a Michigan high school because he was grossly negligent. And the defense said, hey, the prosecution's case lacks evidence. Crumbley is the one that bought the Sig Sauer 9mm gun for his son. He failed to properly secure it. He ignored his son's spiraling mental health and did not take reasonable care to prevent foreseeable danger. That is what the Oakland County prosecuting attorney Karen McDonald said. She said, James Crumbley is not on trial for what his son did. James Crumbley is on trial for what he did and what he didn't do. Now, his attorney, Marielle Lehman, said the prosecution's case was based on assumptions and hindsight, and she asserted that James Crumbley simply didn't know about his son's issues or plans. And I quote, she said, "You heard no testimony and you saw no evidence that James had any knowledge that his son was a danger to anyone." After the closing arguments, the jury deliberated for about an hour Wednesday, today, and they'll be back at it again tomorrow. I think they'll have a verdict tomorrow, don't you? What do you think's going to happen? Well, they found his wife guilty, right? James Crumbley has pled not guilty to 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. He faces up to 15 years in prison if convicted. His wife was convicted on the same charges last month, and she is going to be sentenced after they get this verdict, so it'll be interesting if they'll end up sentencing him the same day if they find him guilty of that, right? This case against the parents tests the limits of who is responsible for a mass shooting. Prosecutors aiming to expand the scope of blame in mass shootings have used an unusual and novel legal strategy by arguing the shooter's parents are responsible because they got him the gun and they disregarded the signs that he was having mental health problems. Let's see. The defense only called one witness, James Crumbley's sister Karen. He did not take the stand in his own defense. She testified that she had spent several days with the Crumbley family in April and June of 2021, and she didn't notice anything concerning. After that, the defense rested their case, and James Crumbley declined to testify and said, "It is my decision to remain silent." So, let's see. So the two cases, James Crumbley's and his wife's, are similar to one another, featuring testimony from shooting survivors, police investigators, and school employees. However, there were some key differences. Prosecutors have focused more on James's decision to purchase the firearm for his son as a gift 4 days before the shooting and how he stored the weapon, while featuring less evidence about his personal life and interests. Like with the mother, they brought out her affairs and, her conduct like that, and the horses and all that stuff. So that was a difference right there. Investigators who searched the Crumbley home after the shooting found an empty gun case and an empty box of ammunition sitting on the parents' bed. In an interview with the police, James Crumbley said the gun case had been hidden in an armoire with the 9mm ammunition hidden under a pair of jeans. That sounds good. Safe, right? The Sig Sauer had been sold along with that cable lock, but remember that cable lock was still found in its plastic packaging. He never even used it. No other firearm locking mechanisms were found in the home. And the prosecutor asked a detective on the stand with the Oakland County Sheriff's Office, Adam Stoic, "Did James ever once tell you that the Sig Sauer 9mm used to commit the Oxford High School shooting was ever locked up?" And Adam Stoic answered, "He did not." The defense has questioned whether a different locking mechanism may have been used to secure the firearm. At Jennifer's trial, she testified that her husband secured the firearm with a cable lock and the key was stored in a beer stein in the home. 2 other firearms were in the home. A .22 caliber Derringer and a .22 caliber Kel-Tec were found locked in a gun safe in the parents' bedroom dresser, but the combination to unlock the safe was 000, the default factory setting. And under the safe, investigators found 2 empty magazines, a holster, and a box of .22 caliber ammunition. And prosecutors just kept saying that James Crumbley missed clear warning signs that his son needed help. There was a journal entry that the shooter wrote. It says, "I have 0 help for my mental problems, and it's causing me to shoot up the F-ing school," in a journal entry. "I want help, but my parents don't listen to me, so I can't get any help." Then he texted a friend in April of 2021 to say he was hearing people talking to him and seeing someone in the distance. And he said, and I quote in this text, "I actually asked my dad to take me to the doctor yesterday, but he just gave me some pills and told me to suck it up." The defense attorney argued there was no evidence that the shooter actually asked for help and no evidence that his father declined to help. James had no idea that his son was having a hard time, defense said. On the morning of the shooting, both parents were called into the school to discuss their son's disturbing writings on a math worksheet, including the phrases, "help me," "blood everywhere," and "my life is useless." And then there was accompanied by drawings of a gun and a bullet. But the school counselor, Sean Hopkins, testified that he recommended the parents take their son out of school to get mental health treatment that day. But Jennifer Crumbley said they wouldn't be able to do that on that day because they had to work. James did not protest, the counselor testified. School employees and the parents agreed to keep Ethan in class for the day. The employees testified about 2 hours later the teenager took the gun out of his backpack and opened fire. After learning of the shooting, James Crumbley rushed home to look for the gun, according to evidence. He then called 911 to report the gun was missing and noted that his son had been in a meeting earlier that day. And the prosecutor, McDonald, said that was foreseeable, and he failed to act on it. But the defense attorney disagreed and said James Crumbley had no idea what his son was capable of. He had no idea what his son was planning, and he had absolutely no idea that his son had access to those firearms. So we'll take a poll and see what you think. If they're going to come back that he is guilty as his wife was, or is he going to get off? What do you think? Okay. We'll have to see here. Let me take a poll. Where are you guys? Not there. You're over here. Okay, I'm coming in to the chat. I got bounced. Bounced, I tell you. I've been bounced. No, I haven't. But now it's gone. White screen on me. Hang on. Okay. So I'm going to take a poll. Where are you people? Is anybody following this trial? Where are you? I don't know. I've got bounced. I really did get bounced. So I have to go back in. I got bounced. The whole thing shut down on me. I was trounced. Okay. I'm coming back in. Back here with me. Hang on. Now it's going to come on this one. We don't want this one. I've got to get in there. Let me just do the poll while I'm... Okay. Start a poll. I will start a poll. Let's see. The poll will ask, do you think that James Crumbley will be guilty, or will be found innocent? There you go. You can answer. Guilty or innocent. Remember, his wife was found guilty. While you do that, I am going to have to get into the live the other way. So I gotta go into my studio. Okay. Clipping all night. Are you here clipping all night? Clipping all night. Oh. Uh-oh. I gotta check on Gypsy Rose. What is she doing? Gypsy, stop it. Okay, you're making a fool of yourself. You really are. She's over here like doing these, having people put on me. She's digging in. Oh my gosh, Gypsy. She's lip syncing Taylor Swift songs now too. It's really quite gross. Sorry. It is. She scares me because she was controlling many things, and I don't know, it's just not good. Not good. Okay, I'm back in the live stream the way I should be now. And 80% of you say guilty. We'll see what happens. I think they'll have the verdict tomorrow. No, you're still here clipping all night long. What's up? All night long, huh? Oh, lady. You can't watch that girl, I know. I don't understand. I do not understand the, like, how she came out with, like, so many people. And, it's just crazy because, you know, like how we've said many times, when you're on YouTube and you talk about a case, yes, it seems like everybody knows about that case. But I can literally still go ask people about the Chris Watts case in my everyday life, and they'll never have heard of it, or they'll take a long time. Then you'll have to be like, did you see a Netflix thing about that? Oh, yeah, I vaguely remember that. But it's like Gypsy Rose, and it's like, are you kidding me? Like, she's coming out like this celebrity. It doesn't make any sense. She's a manipulator, right, Sandra? She's a manipulator. She's an absolute manipulator. She's very manipulative. I would be scared to death. Where's their dog? They got a puppy, and I'm scared for that puppy. I don't know. It makes me scared. Like, I just don't know. She just, something, I don't know. She kind of reminds me of Nancy Olson, who used to have that doll that she used to turn the doll's head. It was like a flour sack doll, so it had like beans in it or something. And I remember she would go, yes, mother. And then she would take that doll's head and just twist it at night. Remember that? That reminds me of Gypsy. Remember that, Sandra? Don't do that to that Marilyn Monroe doll. No, no, no. But that's what she did. And it would always crunch because there were like beans or rice or something in it. I wonder what happened to, what did she ever go on to do, Nancy Olson? It makes no sense to me anyone would support that in a case. I don't know why. I don't know how she came out to such fanfare, you know? Speaking of nuts, I'm having a couple. But Nellie drove you batty? And then her mother got Nancy. Remember when Nellie got pushed down that hill in that wheelchair when she was pretending that she couldn't walk? And she gets up and she walks and like, it's a miracle. Remember that? Nuts and coffee, yeah. Brenda doesn't like when I have nuts. Brenda's not here right now. Kevin's probably eating meatloaf cupcakes. And there is such a thing. We looked it up. They're cupcakes, and people pipe on the mashed potatoes with the icing bags and tips so that it looks like real frosting. Remember that, Sandra? Yeah, you do. Sandra, do you remember the one that was hardly ever shown, but it was the one where I think it was a Halloween episode, and it made it look like Laura saw that Nils Olsen chopped Harriet's head off, and then she went to her sister's, and then she thought Nils killed Harriet. Remember? Do you remember that one? I think that I've only seen that one time or something, because that was not one that was on all the time. It was a special one. Did you hate when it was the part 2 and you had to wait an entire week to see the second part? Let's check up what's going on with some things. Let's see what's going on with our cases here. Oh. So let's see. Let's check out if anything's with Dan Markle's murder. Okay. Latest, okay. Let's see. Not too much going on with Adelson, just a lot of not too much, nothing really going on there. So let's see what else we have in our cases. Please, if you're engaging in a conversation with me here, refrain from asking. Oh, really, Ryan? Are you getting upset? Okay, Gypsy. Yeah, nothing really happening, but I don't know. She really, I'm sorry. I don't trust her. I don't trust her at all, not one bit. She would scare the absolute crap out of me. I don't know how that guy sleeps next to her. Truthfully, I don't. I would be scared to death of her. Really, she's not good. Well, let's see what's going on with Jennifer Doolittle. See what's going on with what's her name? Get out of jail? They get them bail for her? Let's see. So is she having a hearing today? Michelle Triconis, let me see. The contempt arraignment is still showing for 3/21. Okay, so she's got one for 321. And oh, I've got it doing a YouTube thing. I've got to get 2 videos up for some. I have to do that fast. Michelle's having a fundraiser, they said. Really? She's having Michelle Traconis is having a fundraiser on Fundly. And they said currently she had $11,000. Let me try to look that up and see what she's got. Michelle Traconis. Let's see. Oh, here, yeah. It's let's see. They actually I just went to that. It said it was there, and when I went to it, it just brought it to the main page. So let me see. There's another one. I wonder if she really has it, or it won't let me see it until I log in, because search for a campaign. Let's try. Michelle Traconis. Support Michelle. I think this is what it is. No, it can't be Camp Hill, Pennsylvania. No, she's not. I don't know. It says that she has. It says help Michelle Traconis legal battle. There's like 3 different listings for it. No, that's a different one. 2 listings for it, but I don't see it. Maybe she took it down. I don't know. I don't know. But I have to start a new Zoom. I'm going to do that now because I'm getting kind of sleepy. No, I think I'll just do the Zoom after. Oh, we got to do word cookies. I almost forgot. That wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good. Oh, look, it's the look of the Irish. Okay. Sandra M says, no way. The father said he didn't have enough for $6 million. Really? Because he made it sound like they did it. They had it right then and there, and that it just wasn't enough time. The bondsman or something needed more time. Really, Sandra? You heard him say that? I don't know. I don't know how I don't know. I think she's gonna. I don't know. Do you think she's gonna do what Photos Duelist did? Because I can't imagine her. She's gonna go in there and be in there forever. You know. I don't know. She's 50 years old. I don't know what she's going to do. I think she's either going to try some crazy flea plan or, I don't know. Just my opinion. That was easy. Messy, messy, messy. Who says that? Messy, messy, messy. Did it all by myself. What about my lotion? Oh, you just got it too with me. Clipping, it's just you and me here. It's okay. It's okay. That's okay. We'll get it on the replay. Messy, messy, messy. Yeah, that's from Frosty the Snowman. You're all there, okay. Well, what are these words? Let's see. Well, did I get that? No. Mutual of Omaha. No, there's Mutal. Mutal? What is that? What is mutal? Mutal. Come on. I have metal. Tale as old as time. Tula. So. Come on, you guys. What's up with you guys? Alum. I got it. Aluminum. Hey, you keep getting it exactly when I'm getting it. Clipping all night. I think we're thinking along the same lines, right? Aluminum. You are slow. You are trying? Oh, okay. Amulet. That sounds right. Amulet. That's Jack's lucky streak. Jack, get out of here. Get out of here. I am tired. I'm tired, guys. I think I'm gonna go call it a night. We've been on a lot of hours, and tomorrow's another day, and I've got a lot of dogs to groom tomorrow. So, my new business. No, it's not. It's my life. All right, guys, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us all. Thank you for hanging with the community sale and for the true crime and for putting up with all of us and coming back, and we appreciate it. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. God bless. Prayers. We'll see what happens with that verdict tomorrow. Love you guys. Have fun. Bye. Be good. Oh, I can't leave you here. I gotta get to another one. Okay. Bye, everybody. Love you. Prayers. Prayers. See you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.